Hi friends, welcome back to another episode of my Japan series. On this vlog, I'm bringing you with me on our 24-hour stay in the city of Hakone. Located less than 100 kilometers from Tokyo, Hakone is a natural oasis hidden away in the mountains. Its main attractions are its famous hot springs, which run all throughout the mountain. The hot springs is definitely what seduced us to go to Hakone, but I had never seen hot springs in this way. Some of the cafes and bars are made so that the tables sit on top of the hot spring water, so you can sit there, soak your feet, relax, and appreciate the incredible mountain views. The Open Air Museum is one of Hakone's main attractions. With the mountain views all around, this open museum features impressive sculptures with a natural canvas as backdrop. They also have collections by renowned artists such as Rodin and Picasso. This is the perfect place to spend an afternoon walking around. There is something so peaceful about this place. Mixing art with nature really works to calm the senses. After the Open Air Museum, we ventured over to Gora Brewery. We were seduced by the word brewery, so we went there for the beers, but it turned out that the food was absolutely exceptional. We sat at the bar of an open kitchen and were able to watch all the action. I highly recommend this place if you go to Hakone. It was finally time for a check-in at the hostel. Because of the remoteness and popularity amongst tourists, accommodation in this region is very expensive. Just walking around, you can tell that there are some stunning hotels, but we were only staying for one night, so we opted to go for a budget option, and we stayed at this hostel. I have to say, it was actually a very cool experience. Watch my video about accommodation in Japan for a more in-depth look into all of the different accommodations that we stayed at during the trip. When researching this Japan trip, I came across this place and became instantly obsessed with going. It became one of my absolute musts of the entire trip. So we just left the water park, theme park, and there are two sections. There's one that's for adults. It's supposed to be like an onsen, like a Japanese bath, and really beautiful and really peaceful, where I don't think you can go in with kids. But the kids section has some really entertaining baths that we wanted to see, so we decided to go the kids route, and honestly it was a lot of fun. We came as soon as they opened, so there wasn't that many people. I can imagine that when it gets very busy, it's a nightmare because there's just children screaming everywhere, but we just got lucky because it's Monday morning and there's barely any people, so that was fun. It's a kids theme park with food thematic pools that actually use some of the ingredients in the water for therapeutic purposes. That's right. So they have a wine pool with some wine, they have a coffee pool with coffee, they have a green tea pool. But the main reason that I wanted to go was for the ramen jacuzzi. To my enormous disappointment, has been discontinued. But the pictures I saw, there were people chilling in giant bowls of ramen with giant noodles hanging over their heads. I guess I missed my chance to cook myself alive in a human-sized ramen bowl. Maybe it'll happen in another life. We were the only adults unaccompanied by kids, but I had an absolute blast. The best part is the outdoor natural onsen. With the hot spring water coming straight from the mountain into the pools, the closer you get to the source, the more scorching hot that it gets. The views are absolutely stunning, and I remember sitting there thinking, I never want to leave. In my opinion, it's worth taking the trip to Hakone just to sit in this pool and meditate. After spending the morning at the water park, we were nice and relaxed. Before leaving Hakone, we had to take the famous cable car. One of the reasons people travel to Hakone is to appreciate front row views of Mount Fuji, but I was not expecting to see it from up high.
See the volcano down there? Sulfur? All the sulfur downstairs.
Of course, nothing will look as impressive through a GoPro as it did in person. It was definitely breathtaking. So the first stop of the cable car was Owakudani, which sits on top of an active volcano. Below the cable car station is a massive sulfur mine, and from here you can have incredible views of Mount Fuji. So we are in Owakudane, which is basically a stop right above an old volcano, and we are at the base of Mount Fuji, and we just had some amazing views. But one reason that we wanted to come here is that they have this very famous black egg, which is basically just a normal egg, but they hard boil it in the hot spring water, and the sulfur in the water turned the eggshell completely black. So we just bought some. I haven't even seen it, so I don't actually know what it looks like. So let's give it a try. Oh, and what does the legend say? The legend says that if you eat one, for every egg that you eat, it adds 7 years to your life. So let's get to the bottom of this. And obviously everything has to be wrapped super, super cute. Wow, they were not lying. This is truly black. It looks like a rock. This is amazing. It's like a rock. If you see this on the floor, it would look like a rock. Sí, let me put this here. We stopped for a snack of coffee and hard-boiled black eggs. The coffee is really good. It's just a normal hard-boiled egg. Does you want? But they're super warm because they just did them. I don't know if I'm super excited about everything that's happening, but it tastes really good. Although it's just a normal egg. But it's, no? It's so tasty. We should have gotten some like seaweed salt. Oh, there's salt. I love this. It's so fun. And that's it. That's how we wrapped 24 hours in Hakone. Very well worth the trip. We went back to the hostel for our bags and off to the train station to make our way to the next stop, Kyoto. Before every train ride, we made sure to grab supermarket bento boxes or sushi assortments. I will never get over the price and the quality of supermarket meals. Alright, thanks for watching and see you guys in Kyoto.